Just over 50 years ago, a baby was born in the heart of Transkei, one that would grow and develop into the man that is today leading the Auditor-General of South Africa to inspiring heights. Terence Nombembe has been described as a visionary who contributed greatly to setting this institution firmly on a foundation of credibility, independence, and transparency.
Molweni mawetu, this is how we greet a group of friends in my home language, which is Xhosa. My name is Terence Nombembe, the Auditor General. In the first instance, our constitution requires of us to build democracy. It also requires of us to improve the quality of life of the citizens of this country, which will then enable us as these citizens to take our rightful place in the great family of nations. As the Auditor General, it is our constitutional mandate to strengthen this democracy. So, like any supreme audit institution, we are expected to add value to society by enabling accountability and governance in the public sector. As the supreme audit institution of South Africa, we are particularly aware of the responsibility to build public confidence in our country. It is important to remember that the majority of South Africans have participated in a democracy for just over a decade. It is vital that all the people of South Africa have confidence in our government. That is why we at the Auditor General are serious about fulfilling our constitutional mandate.
In 1982, Terence obtained his BCom degree from the University of Transkei, his honors in 1986 from UNISA, and in 1990, he qualified as a chartered accountant. This was not always an easy road, and he, like you may do, faced a number of challenges on the way to achieving his dream of becoming a chartered accountant. As one of the largest training organizations for trainee auditors in South Africa, the Auditor-General of South Africa is committed to promoting growth and transformation in the auditing industry specifically and in the country generally. At one stage, he noted, "South Africa is a rich mine of young, bright, and talented youths. It's our task to help unearth and polish this latent talent, and as one of whose own talent has led to many years of service to this country," he says.
I'm sure you'll agree with me that South Africans have a lot to be proud of. And it is indeed an honor for us as the Supreme Audit Institution to be part of strengthening our country.
Terence is not only the AG of the SCoAG of South Africa, but also well-respected chairperson of InterSCI, the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, which is the umbrella organization for the international government audit community. The SCoAG of South Africa is a leading SCoAG on the African continent and internationally, where we make a valuable contribution to the international world of government audit. Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm part of the graduate recruitment team. Wow, what an incredible motivational story that's guaranteed to leave you with goosebumps and inspire you to reach for incredible heights. The question is this you in 20 years' time? Are you dedicated to your career and making a difference in your own life and the lives of others?
Yes, what an inspirational story. Hi there, my name is Lesiba. I'm with the graduate recruitment team. It's really good to see you again. We are glad that you joined the AGSA. Today we'll be giving you a taste of what we are all about, what is expected of the AGSA, where you fit in. We will be giving you quite a bit of information, but don't panic. Each of you will be receiving a copy of this video clip and will be able to view it again at your own leisure. Okay, let's look at the bigger picture. The Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, which was adopted in 1996 by the country's Constitutional Assembly, considered the Auditor-General of South Africa a Chapter 9 institution. These are the institutions that support the constitutional democracy and are independent, subject only to the Constitution and the law. According to the Constitution of South Africa, the Auditor-General of South Africa has a constitutional mandate, and as a supreme audit institution of South Africa, it exists to strengthen our country's democracy by enabling oversight, accountability, and governance in the public sector through auditing, thereby building public confidence. This basically means that the Auditor-General audits and report on the accounts, financial statements, and financial management of all national and provincial state departments and administration, all municipalities, and any other institution as required by the national and provincial legislation to be audited by the Auditor-General. We observe and inspect three things: their financial statements, whether they comply with the applicable laws and regulations, and how accurate and reliable their service delivery information is, and then produce an audit report on these findings. The audits are done in 2 annual cycles in accordance to the legislation, the Public Finance Management Act and the Municipal Finance Management Act. Over and above these entity-specific reports, the audit outcomes are then analyzed in general and provincial reports. Reports on discretionary audits, performance audit, and other specific audits other than the 2 are also produced.
Now that you know what our mandate is, let's get back to the organization and see how you fit in as a whole. At the beginning of this clip, you met the Auditor General, Terence Nombembe, who certainly has an inspiring story to tell. Terence is the head of the institution and is responsible for the execution of the mandate. He is also the chairperson of the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions. Next in line is our Deputy Auditor General, Kimi Makwetu, who is the head of the administration and as such responsible for the management of the administration. Keep a lookout for an inspiring message by the DAG at the onset of Foundations Week. The DAG is supported by 2 national leaders, Tsekane Maluleke and Imran Banka. Tsekane is the national leader who is responsible for the audit services portfolio, the section of the AGSA where you as a trainee auditor fit in. She is supported by a corporate executive responsible for strategic audit projects and outreach programs, and 5 corporate executives who are in turn responsible for regulatory audits. Regulatory audits are done by the national business units, in other words, those who audit national departments. The regional offices are responsible for the provincial departments and the municipalities. The AGSA has offices all over the country. Imran is the national leader who is responsible for the portfolio internal operations and audit support, the business unit that is solely dedicated to support and guide you through your career and for you to perform your duties excellently. Internal operations consists of business units such as human capital, finance, business process re-engineering, and legal services. Communication and technology consists of information and communication, technology, information and knowledge management and communication. Technical support and learning consists of audit, research and development, learning and development, and quality control. Non-regulatory audits consist of performance audit, investigations, and information and systems audit. The organization is further supported by 4 other business units: transformation and ethics, planning, monitoring, evaluation and risk, organizational learning and development, and corporate secretariat and support.
This may all seem a bit overwhelming and a huge responsibility, but rest assured, we receive very clear guidance at the AGSA on where we are going and how we're going to get there. Our strategic direction, that which we need to do to achieve our mandate, is set out in what is commonly known as the Blue Book, our strategic plan and budget. This document contains the AGSA strategic foundation as well as the performance and financial plan and is produced every year, while our vision, mission and values in turn gives us long-term direction that guide the above annual planning process and are normally reviewed every 5 years. Our vision: to be recognized by all stakeholders as a relevant supreme audit institution that enhances public sector accountability. Our mission: the Auditor-General of South Africa has a constitutional mandate, and as the supreme audit institution of South Africa, it exists to strengthen our country's democracy by enabling oversight, accountability, and governance in the public sector through auditing, thereby building public confidence. Our values: We value, respect, and recognize our people. Our accountability is clear and personal. We are performance-driven. We value and own our reputation. We work effectively in teams, and we are proud to be South African. Our current strategic goals. Goal 1. Simplicity, clarity, and relevance of audit messages. Goal 2. Intensifying the visibility of the AGSA's leadership. Goal 3. Unleashing the potential of our human capital. Goal 4. Ensuring financial sustainability of the organization. And Goal 5. Leading by example.
Make sure that you visit our intranet. There's a lot of information on our history and our leadership, as well as interesting photos that proves that it's not all about work, it's also about play at the AGSA. Two of the recent highlights are our Funfold Centenary and the launch of our new museum.
My name is Pomozo Maboho. I'm a business partner in Human Capital. Each business unit has a business partner who will guide and advise you on all human resource related issues. All these issues are governed by the AGSA policies and procedures, which can be found on the intranet. Examples of these issues are employee wellness, overtime, retention, leave, and performance management. I can hear some of you wondering who your business partner is. Well, you will get an opportunity to meet them once you are settled in within your respective business units, or you might get an opportunity to meet some of them at the foundation. The next step of becoming part of this great organization. Get ready for an exciting, mind-blowing, week-long learning experience packed with lots of fun and facts. Here is the acting business executive for learning and development to tell you more.
Hi everybody, I'm Annelien Veldman, Acting Business Executive of Learning and Development, and it will be our privilege to host you at your first Foundations program in this organization. During that fun-filled week, we will teach you about technical aspects as well as soft skills that you need to do your daily jobs. There will also be interesting sessions, but that will leave till later. Hope to see you there.
Well guys, that rounds up our introduction to the AGSA. We hoped that you enjoyed listening to us as much as we enjoyed talking to you. Once again, welcome to our world, where we strive to make a difference in the lives of our fellow countrymen.